What transpired in court today?
Well, good afternoon to you. I must tell you, there was several delays here at the Pinetown Magistrates Court, leaving the 32 women who were raped by Moses Mavila feeling quite somber, wondering whether or not they'll see justice today. But they feel that they have, because just moments ago, the so-called M19 highway serial rapist was sentenced. He receives 32 life imprisonment terms, and this will run consecutively, meaning that he may not see the light of day again. And this is because Magistrate Bilkish Asmal says she wants to remove the so-called highway rapist out of society. She says what he has done is inherently evil, calling them monstrous deeds. Now, I also want to tell you that Mavila has also been sentenced for robbery and attempted rape. He receives 20 years for 2 counts of attempted rape and 15 years for each count of the 27 robbery charges against him. He pleaded guilty early this year and now will spend, well, the rest of his life behind bars. Just to give you some history about Mavila, he was born in Mozambique and he was brought up by his father there. His mother died at a very young age and he moved to South Africa, to Durban in 2008 and worked here. Now, he, between the years of 2016 and 2019, lured women to the M19 highway, which is just nearby, and on the promise of employment took them into a nearby bush where he raped them, robbed them and stranded them. And I just also want to tell you that as the women were leaving the court, he actually looked to them and said that I'll be back, showing no remorse at all. And his attorney has told us he still hasn't understand the magnitude of the sentence that he is facing. As you see now, some political party members are coming out. They've been here supporting the women who we understand are currently receiving counseling at this point.
And tell us a bit about some of the reaction that you've received to the sentence that's just been handed down. Have you been able to maybe to speak to some of the victims or the people who have been attending the proceedings? What are they saying about today's sentence?
Well, I must tell you that as soon as the translator explained the life sentences that Mavila will now face, there was a sigh of relief. We turned around to see many of the women with tears in their eyes. Of course, this is a moment they've been waiting for since that very incident happened to them. And sentencing was actually supposed to take place in June, but was delayed twice because of administration issues. We also looked to see the Social Development MEC, Nonhlanhla Khoza, and she was very upset at the statement that Mavila had made, I'll be back. And she also says that she wants a harsh sentence. She told us earlier, just before the sentence was delivered, and of course we expect her to give us that reaction as she comes out. We understand she's still in court, where some of the women are actually also thanking the prosecutors who have worked very hard to ensure that Mavila is brought to book.
And I mean, Karinda, one of the concerns that have been raised by rape survivors is, the court process and how they feel like there's, secondary victimization and just the time it takes for them to receive the justice that they deserve. How long has this matter been sitting in court for?
Well, it's been just over a year. Mavila was arrested late last year. He did plead guilty to the charges brought upon against him. Unfortunately, these women were not called to testify at court. Today, we heard that they had actually given the prosecutor victim impact statements, speaking about themselves, their lives, their families, before and after the incident, talking about how their life had changed and what had happened to them in the course of these months as they waited for justice. And now, of course, justice was delayed as the sentencing procedures were delayed itself. And the MEC, Nonhlanhla Khoza, the MEC for Social Development, has said that she does want to speak to some of the court members here to ask about these delays, why there is a delay in this process, what's happening to our courts. So we understand that meetings, of course, should take place. But here we see that what's coming over these women is that sigh of relief, because they've been together, they've been speaking with each other, receiving counseling, speaking about their experience. And today this is an experience unlike any other, because they're seeing this man who took away their future, they say in their victim impact statement, being put behind bars probably for the rest of his life.
All right, well, I think we'll leave it there. Thank you so much. That is my colleague Karinda Jagmohan coming to us live from the Pinetown Magistrates Court in Durban, where the man dubbed the highway rapist has just received 32 life sentences and, as my colleague said, is unlikely to ever see the light of day.